Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football.
All right, boys.
Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Marshall's return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Marshall quick to the line.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and a really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass.
Bro, pick that.
Athletic ability to go get positive yards.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got an open man. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hurd! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. You have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away. It's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
He'll try to do it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Power football with the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked.
Bro, what the hell?
A turnover from the defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it up to 49. The offense set for a first down play. Handoff from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Gets it out fast. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. New set of downs after that completion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Murray. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Nice job, nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Off the boot, looking for his man. Coming after him. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Marshall quick to the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got it in the middle, it's York. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The big fellas coming out the goal line defense. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. They just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let them go to work.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
I don't really have the words to describe this eloquently. I just know that he's going the wrong way.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Buys a little extra time. It's caught downfield. And he's down after making the grab. Pick up there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
God 100% took his time with you and made you perfect.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to punch it in. Diving for the score, and the ball goes. I don't know if it was luck.
What? No.
Or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in down, David. You know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this?
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Coastal Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Buys a little time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and move to play another down.
From the gun. Twist his way through. Offenses gain momentum with timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. It's been very evenly played in 2 quarters.
All right.
Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And now on second down for this offense. Brown has it. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Catch in the middle, it's Gilmore. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Kentucky! They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's going to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Marshall quick to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Murray. He's knocked down.
Bro, what was that? He's like, boot. He's like, see ya.
He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll line up for a second down play.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Murray. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. They get to the line quickly. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play.
Oh, look out!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What are you doing? My.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that.
Oh, not supposed to happen.
Put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Here's the handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you've got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. And they just got to make more plays.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this,
Hey, let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go. You're gonna run it.
And you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Give to the running back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Keep it alive. Keep it alive. Yep. Here we go.
You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it. Right?
Oof, 4th and inches.
To the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle. And boy, is he close to that.
What? What was that? Well, that might be a first. I think that's a first. That might be a first. Like, bro, suck my nuts.
Just a couple of inches short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, it's fourth and short. That means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
First down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they're
tired. They are tired. They're tired. They're tired.
Right now.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. They're getting this guy lathered up. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want the clock to move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Using his feet to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats! Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Oh my God, my guys cannot catch.
Through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Using the quick game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically.
Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys. guys, as they push out the lead in week 6.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And that was too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Try to get it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to find his man on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They want to just keep throwing it. Unleashes to the and he's got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. You need an onside. You need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that we're working with. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wants to throw on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, and they convert. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.